Hello, I'm Antonia and this is Noel and we are from Boxtail Soup Theatre Company and it is very sunny in the studio today. We've got the door open, the birds are tweeting, it's quite warm, just painting a picture. I've also got a cold, so I'm sorry if I sound full of, cold.
Yeah, it just suddenly happened.
It just suddenly appeared. Who knows why? Never mind. The tour's been going very well.
First of all,
first of all.
before we say anything else,
Yes.
our Edinburgh Fringe show is now on sale.
Woohoo!
1984, tickets are on sale now. You can find them by, I actually haven't put it on our website yet, but I'm going to do it right after we've recorded this. Tickets are on sale at the Pleasance website and at the Fringe website. So it's going to be on from the 30th of July to the 25th of August. If you're coming up to the Edinburgh Fringe, then we'd love to have you there. We're really excited about this show.
Very excited about this show.
And we're also doing a couple of preview performances.
We are. We've got preview performances in Twickenham at the Exchange Theatre, and they are on, I want to say, the 12th and the 13th of June.
I tell you what, I will double check that, and if that is not correct, I'll put that up on the screen right now. But yeah, if you're not going to make it up to Edinburgh or you're anywhere nearby, then you can catch a preview of the show in Twickenham.
Yes.
So we're very excited about that, and that just went on sale the other day, which is brilliant.
And I don't even think we've shared the artwork for that, so you can pop along to the
I might stick that up.
Maybe I'll pop it up on the screen.
I'll pop that up on the screen as well, because we've had some nice feedback from it, which is always really nice when we're developing stuff and you're coming up with stuff, especially before you've got images for the show.
Yes.
It's always really difficult coming up with the title image to sell it. So that it's nice
it's
that
a bit different from the kind of thing that we've done before, but because the title is sort of so iconic, we went for using that.
Yeah, and the feedback so far has been good. So let us know if you like it. That'd be lovely.
So that's that announcement over and done with, which I almost forgot. Well done. And otherwise, we've been on tour still. So I think the last time we left you, had just been in Harrogate with both shows. We then, the following week, we went off to the Westacre Theatre in King's Lynn, which
You're going to try and list all the places we've been now?
I am.
That's very
brave.
brave.
Let's see if I can do it. Westacre Theatre. We had two shows with Dorian there. We did one in the afternoon for a school's audience and then one in the evening for the general public. And the school, the same school that had come to see Runes when we did it there before. And they are such a lovely school. They're so polite and well behaved. They're much better behaved than most general public audiences, in fact, I would say.
Yeah,
and
they were
also
good.
they really enjoyed it.
Well, we had a Q&A with them afterwards, and they asked some really interesting questions.
Yeah, some that we really had to think about, actually.
Yeah. So they'd obviously thought about it, it was good.
So it was nice. And then after that, we were in a place that I can't pronounce. It's either Haverhill, or it's Haverhill, or it's Haverhill, or Haverhill. I don't know. We were there. We did The Frog and the Princess, and we had a lovely show there too. Then after that, we went to the Norwich Theatre, and we had two full sold-out shows there.
Yep.
We had a lovely day. Two really lovely audiences who both all enjoyed. We had some hilarious moment where we were outside after The Princess and the Frog, and we were taking pictures with the children and Froggy. They like to have pictures, and it was like he was doing this it was like he was famous, because the audience at that time, I didn't tell you this, I don't think, were coming out of the main house. So they started walking past us and they were all kind of looking around going like, what's going on? As if there was some famous actor.
Who's this frog we should know about?
And it wasn't, it was just our frog puppet, which was very funny. So we did that. That was nice. Mm-hmm. And then the following week, we went to the Borough Theatre in Abergavenny, where we'd never been before.
No, we've never been to Abergavenny, in fact, which is a very nice town. That was a pleasant
we'd have
visit.
to go there again. We went for some lovely lunch and a lovely cafe.
And a nice theatre. We had a nice show there,
Yes, really lovely show. And again, we had a Q&A.
We had a Q&A there. They were some very intellectual and probing questions there. Yeah, we had to think on our feet again. Yeah.
So that was nice. And then after that, we had a sort of quite a full-on week. We were in Bath to begin with at the Euston Studio at the Theatre Royal for two performances, both of which were sold out. And that was lovely. That was our second visit only to that theatre. Mm-hmm. And it's a lovely space, really, really nice. I really love the fact that that venue, it seems to place equal weight on all of its spaces. So it has three spaces under the umbrella of the Theatre Royal itself, the Euston Studio and the Egg, which is where they do the family shows. And it's got this lovely celebration, it would seem, of each of the different kinds of theatre that it has in each of those spaces.
Yeah, and you feel like they really care about each space.
Equally,
Yeah.
which is really lovely and refreshing because it's not always the case. But it was a lovely visit, 2 really nice shows, lots of nice comments.
Yeah.
Lots of people who'd come to see Runes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Now you're
I know.
Oh, do
I was
you?
just
Well,
looking
don't look at
you,
me.
it's you.
I never committed to trying to remember everywhere that we've
So
been.
the next one we were at was the Cornerstone in Didcot, where we've been before, but not for a little while. We hadn't visited there for a little while.
No.
And we had another lovely show. It was nice and busy again. We had a great compliment from one of the people in the audience who told us it was like she was back on the West End.
Oh yeah.
Which was really sweet.
She was someone who had lived in London, wasn't
Yes.
it? And sort of felt for one reason or another, I don't know what else they'd been to see, but they felt like they were missing the West End stuff, and yeah, had said to you that.
Yes, that it was
felt
like she'd come back to London for the theatre, which was really nice. So that was a sweet comment. And then after that, we were at Arts Depot in London, in North Finchley, is that where it is?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And we had a nice show there. We've been there again a few times, and we had a college group, college students in for that one, who were great. They were a lovely audience, and they really enjoyed the show, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we were at the Spring in Havant.
Yeah. Spring, haven't we? Did both shows there.
Again, we've been there before. Had 2 very nice shows. Lovely audiences. Again, lots of people who'd seen us before. There was somebody who wanted our autograph after that show. We felt very important. And then we had a slightly quieter week the following week, which was last week. Does that make sense? Don't know. Where we were in Faversham.
Yeah, the Alexander Centre in Faversham.
And then Guildford at the Electric Theatre, where, sadly to say, we were the last show at all, or just the last theatre show?
I think it's the last theatre show. I think they might have had one more thing on the books. I'm not entirely sure. But the point being really that sadly that theatre is closing down.
For the time being, at least, until they find
it's
somebody who's willing to take
uncertain.
on the lease, which is expensive. But yes, I was curious, because I mean, one day it would be lovely to have a theatre, but whoa, my goodness me. We
Not at
can't
that
afford
price.
that. Anyway, so that was that. And then this week, tonight, we're off just up the road, actually, to Shoreham, which is a sort of special show, really, because the reason why we go there is I used to do shows there when I was a child, and so we're going there because of that. And then tomorrow we are at Stamford Arts, and then on Sunday we are in Rugby. And then next week is the final week.
Yeah. And where are we going? We're going up to Scarborough, Stephen Joseph.
I never said I would remember what we were doing next week.
Well, that's definitely on there. Whitehaven, Rosehill Theatre.
Yes, the first one is the Stephen Joseph Theatre and there's 1 ticket left, I think, for Dorian. There's only a few shows Dorian left, actually. 1 tonight and then the 2 next week, and they're all pretty much full. So that's very nice.
Yeah, it's overall, on that note, it's been a very nice tour, because the Dorian shows have sold very well. And it's been, again, I mean, I've said this a few times, I think, but it's always nice to return to a venue and feel like there are people who've come back and who've sought you out and who have come back to see you because they remember the show that they enjoyed last time. And obviously, you're always picking up people as well because of the particular title or whatever it might be. But yeah, it has felt like we're building an audience in various places, which has been absolutely lovely.
Very nice. And in the in-between times, we have also been we've been very busy. We've been writing a new family show, and we've written a first draft of that, which we're pleased with. It's very silly and fun. And we've also been looking at another adult show, which will be the one that would come after 1984, which is another commission for us. And we've been deciding what we're going to do for that. So there's been a lot of future planning, a lot of creative discussions.
It's nice to be able to be thinking so far ahead. It's nice to to have opportunities available that mean that we can be planning that far into the future. It's really good. Yeah. And of course, we've been doing little bits and pieces on 1984 as we carry on
Yes,
developing things
getting
with
some
that.
voiceovers recorded for the telescreen
Yeah.
voice, which is
I
all
wondered whether we
very
should
exciting.
play a couple of little clips and just let people have a guess. See if
Oh
they can
no, I
figure
think
out.
that's the next vlog. You'll have to wait for that.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about 1984
We'll do a proper
more.
98 once we finish the tour,
Yeah,
because then we're
okay.
going straight back to making.
Fair enough.
So for now, just to reiterate again, 1984 at the Edinburgh Fringe is now on sale. There will be a link on our website by the time this vlog is published, but you can find it on the Fringe website. Just search 1984. Currently, I believe we're the only 1984 going. I shouldn't imagine that'll be the case in the end. We're also on sale on the Pleasance website, so you can also go to Pleasance Edinburgh and you'll find us there. We're there for the whole month. As always, we have one day off, I believe. Don't know which day it is, can't
It's the
remember.
13th.
There we go. And we're very excited about that. Also, preview, if you can't come to Edinburgh, but you could come to Twickenham in London, then there are preview performances. They are, I believe, on the 12th and 13th of June in the evening at the Exchange Theatre in Twickenham. We will also put those up on our website. I think that's it.
Yeah, that is it. So we're off now to get our bits and pieces together to go and do the show in Shoreham this evening.
As always, if you are enjoying the vlogs, do give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, ask any questions, all of that sort of thing.
Yeah, we'll see you next.